Seeing none, this will be moved to the 11/27 meeting for its third reading. And again, there will be a public meeting concerning this particular ordinance. And it will be at 7 p.m. here at City Hall. Now going into new ordinances and resolutions, would the clerk please read by title and summary only, ordinance 36-12.
Ordinance 36-12, an ordinance amending ordinance number 02-1212 of the City of Port Clinton and adjusting accounts within the City of Port Clinton.
Does council wish to take any action this evening on ordinance 36-12? Mr. Hatfield.
Thank you, Madam President. I would like to move that we waive the 3 required readings for ordinance 36-12.
I have a motion to waive the 3 required readings for ordinance 36-12. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Livestraw. Any discussion on the waiving of the readings? Seeing none, would the clerk please call the roll?
Cole Hatfield,
Yes.
Ron Ackerman,
Yes.
Deb Banko,
Yes.
Kathy Miller, yes. Mike Snyder,
Yes.
Mark Kopler,
Yes.
Randy Livestraw.
Yes.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any further action on 36-12? Mr. Hatfield.
Thank you, Madam President. I move that we adopt ordinance 36-12.
I have a motion to adopt ordinance 36-12. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Livestraw. Any discussion on the ordinance? Did you have a question, Mr. Rock?
No.
Oh,
Sorry, Madam President.
Seeing no discussion, would the clerk please call the roll?
Deb Banko,
Yes.
Ron Ackerman,
Yes.
Randy Livestraw,
Yes.
Mark Kopler,
Yes.
Mike Snyder,
Yes.
Cole Hatfield,
Yes.
Kathy Miller, yes.
Thank you. Ordinance 36-12 is passed. Would the clerk please read by title and summary only ordinance 37-12?
Ordinance 37-12, an ordinance making appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Port Clinton, County of Ottawa, State of Ohio, during fiscal year ending on December 31, 2013.
Does council wish to take any action this evening on ordinance 37-12? Seeing none, that will be moved to the 11/27 meeting for its second reading. We have a council meeting after the 27th. We have a council meeting on December 11th. That would be the third time this ordinance would be read. The following meeting is on December 25th. I'm sure we'd like to cancel that meeting on the 25th of December. And we will do that, but you should know that there would possibly be an emergency meeting called sometime between that if we have anything to finish up. But if we pass the budget on the 11th, we're pretty much finished for the year. So if something comes up that the city's doing a project and they need a vote on a grant or something like that, we may call an emergency meeting. So just keep that in mind. And then, Mr. Yankee, would you please make a CD of this meeting and bring it for Leah?
Bring it where?
Bring it here for Leah.
Oh, okay, sure.
Thank you. Okay, we'll now go to business from the floor. Mr. Hatfield.
Thank you, Madam President. Just one thing tonight, I want to remind everyone that we will be meeting for the Finance Committee next Tuesday, November 20th at 6:30 right here at City Hall. During that meeting, I plan on working with the committee to finalize the current appropriations ordinance that's on the table, as well as discuss the pay range scales that we've been discussing in previous meetings. And that is it. Thank you.
Mr. Ackerman.
Nothing this evening, Madam President. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Banko.
Nothing tonight, Madam President.
Thank you. Ms. Mel.
Nothing to
Thank you. Mr. Snyder.
I have a few things tonight, Madam
I
President.
knew we were going to get by you.
There will be an Emergency Services Committee meeting next Tuesday at 5:30. As this is the week of Veterans Day, I would like to send a thank you to all the veterans. I have a couple in my family. A week ago, there was an election throughout the country, and I have a little story to tell that I heard on the radio and did a little internet searching. And I think in Ottawa County, was it 72% voter turnout, which meant 28% didn't show up. And you always hear about every vote counts. Well, here's a true-to-life story that I think many at this table can relate to. It happened in Walton, Kentucky, which is in Boone County, which is one of the southern suburbs of Cincinnati. Their city council had 6 open spots, and it was just an open seat. The first 6 people, the top 6 people getting votes, got appointed to their city council. Well, 6th place was a tie, a dead nut tie, between Robert McDonald and Olivia Ballou, or whatever her name is. So tonight, those 2 people are meeting to decide a point in the future when they're going to flip a coin to decide who's going to win that last council seat. Well, I told you that story to tell you the rest of the story. Robert McDonald's wife had worked 4 consecutive nights, 3rd shift at one of the Cincinnati area hospitals. And when Mr. McDonald left for the day, he thought he was doing his wife a favor by turning off her alarm clock so she could get a good night's sleep. She woke up 10 minutes before the polls closed and never made it to vote. If she would have made it to vote, you would presume there wouldn't be a coin toss. So there's just a little tidbit that every vote does count. I would like to congratulate Ken Johnson and the members of the Portland Firefighters Association on a wonderful feather party. It was a good time had by all this past Saturday night. Again, all the proceeds from that event go right back into the community in equipment and stuff that will impact everyone in this room in a positive way. The tip from the chief this week actually goes a few steps above these guys' pay grade. It comes from the state fire marshal. As of October, let me start over here. We all made it here on time, so obviously we all did the proper thing on the 31st and fell back and set our clocks. But how many changed their batteries and their smoke alarms? It suggested that you do that twice a year, spring ahead and fall back. As of October 31st, there have been in the state of Ohio 83 deaths in 73 structure fires in the state of Ohio. 29 of those structure fires, only 29% of those structure fires had a smoke alarm present, and only 12% of those smoke alarms were functioning. So please make sure that you not only change your batteries twice a year, but you test them on a regular basis. That's really easy to do at my house when my wife cooks. Dust them at least once a year.
I think she's not cooking anymore.
No. Dust them at least once a year, and don't borrow the batteries. I know it's a common thing if a remote doesn't work or a kid's game to just temporarily borrow the batteries out of the smoke alarm. I know we've done that a few times. And actually, you should replace the smoke alarm itself every 10 years. Now, the fire marshal has come up with a request that you go to a new lithium-powered battery, lithium-powered smoke alarm, which doesn't require you to change the battery. You just change the whole smoke alarm once every 10 years. And that is the tip from the chief. And with that, I thank you.
Thank you. I know that Chief Johnson cringes every year when I say this, or twice a year when I say this. But the fire chief will come out and check your fire.
Yes, ma'am, I will.
Yes.
I have in my truck right now 48 9-volt batteries. I just bought them out of my pocket for when I walk into these homes. And in fact, I installed a couple last night. Should they be working?
So I say this particularly if you're a senior citizen and if you have an issue of climbing up on a ladder or standing on top of a chair and attempting to change your batteries, give the nice chief a call. He'll come out and test them for you. If your batteries are dead, he'll help you replace them.
Don't call 911 to have him come
Yeah,
out.
don't call 911. Call down here in the non-emergency, and Jen will get a message to him. So, it's a very nice service that you don't find in big cities, but find in small towns. So, Mr. Koppler.
Thank you, Madam President. Really have nothing other than to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving next week.
Thank you. Mr. Lipstra.
The only thing, and Rob will probably back me up on this, everybody might want to keep their eye open on their fellow neighbors and fellow business people. There's been a lot of activity, not such good activity going around in with people where they shouldn't be. And a good suggestion, this is where you'll probably back me up on. When someone's in your business or wherever and shouldn't be there, better to call 911 first than confront them. So.
Couldn't agree more, Council.
And other than that, like Mark says, everybody have a happy Thanksgiving.
Members of the audience. Mr. Noter.
Rick Noter, 608 East Perry Street. My question really is for the law director, and I don't want to address an empty chair, so I guess maybe you can help me.
Okay, Clint, go ahead. I may be able to, we'll see.
Yes, yeah, and whatever you can, I'd appreciate. On the July 24th meeting, I brought up an issue of possible planning committee meeting that was held contrary to the Ohio Sunshine Laws, and that was the July 18th meeting. And I believe in that discussion, the law director was going to receive a video recording of that meeting, the committee meeting, and make a legal pronouncement on what he felt, whether it was held in accordance with the Sunshine Laws or not. Have you heard, has that been done? Have you heard any results about that?
No, I know that he did get the recording. I also know that he went to a conference where he asked the question by two people who happen to be ex-Sunshine Law experts, but he didn't give me the conclusion of what that was. He just said that he had talked to them, they had rendered a decision for him, or with him, and he was going to look at the recording and was going to go from there, and other than that, I'm sorry, I don't know, but I will ask him.
Okay, thank you. The other thing is, in that exchange, the law director said that, certainly council members can go to committee meetings, and the question was, can they actually participate? But they can go to committee meetings for information gathering purposes. And the discussion that we had at that council meeting at the time was, okay, what does that mean? Does that mean that they just go to listen, or can they actually participate in the discussion? And that goes along with, what the law director, his legal opinion will be. But just for the record, I'd like to read from the Open Meetings Act, the Sunshine Laws. With narrow exceptions, the Ohio Open Meetings Act requires the members of a public body to discuss and deliberate on official business only in open meetings. In this context, discussion is the exchange of words, comments, or ideas by the members of a public body. Deliberation means the act of weighing and examining reasons for and against a choice. So I feel from the way I read it, the discussions have to happen in official open meetings, which would mean if a majority of council members were there, it would have to be an official council meeting. If they participated, if they actually spoke, exchanged words, as opposed to sitting there and listening and gathering information. So we'll have to take this up with the law director, I'm sure. That's what the Sunshine Laws say. So thank you very much.
And Mr. Wilbur and I have had a discussion that I've not shared, I don't think I've shared with council at this point, in that years ago we used to have a work session and regular council meetings, and then we did away with the work session because it just became a nothing meeting, and it really did. So now we see more councilmen going to committee meetings to gather information. And so we're wondering if we really don't want to go back to the work session and eliminate councilmen going to committee meetings and instead gathering their information at the work session. So him and I have talked about that and the legalities of that, because that requires, again, an act of council to change the meeting times. So I think that's a decision we'll make after the first of the year when we do the new rules of council.
Oh, as of the first of the year, did you say?
Well, we'll do it with the new rules of council.
Oh, okay.
Okay, just because him and I haven't had, it's just been a brief discussion and we've not had a lengthy discussion about it. And I also have not talked to council members and gotten their opinion on it either. So,
Okay.
because that may be a way of eliminating some of this issue.
Would it be okay to ask you to notify me when you do have conversation with the law director?
Oh, no,
about
I have no problem, I will do that indeed.
Thank you very much.
Can I just ask Mr. Miller a question?
Sure.
Okay. What, it was a Ohio Revised Code Sunshine Laws, what section was that? Is there a section or a page or?
It is Chapter 1 of the Open Meetings Act.
Okay.
I'll talk with you about that after the meeting if you'd like and get it officially, whatever it is, page number, et cetera.
Thank you.
Okay.
Any other members of the audience? Okay, I'm just going to say this at the end of the meeting. Cole is a bashful, shy person, and I have become his mouthpiece. So, he is going to be, on November 17th, he is dancing in the Dancing for the Stars, the CASA fundraiser. Yes, I know how much he is. But he posed for the Sandusky Register big and bold, so. But I've been harassing people for donations for Cole. I sent you all an email, so if anyone would like to contribute tonight, I have my handy float bag to take in donations. And just to remind you that this is just a friendly competition for all the dancers involved, and the winners are CASA, and it's to raise money for the CASA organization that works with children who are involved in the court system due to some family issues, and it appoints an advocate for that child. So, if anybody'd like to donate tonight, I have it. If you'd like to donate before Friday, see me, and I will gladly come get your money. And with oh, you had a comment, Mr. Snyder?
Yes, thank you, Madam President. Although I would like to wish Cole best of luck. If I were to donate, my wife, who's participating in this as the defending champion, both in dance and fundraising, I've already said enough to make her upset this evening, but we wish you the best of luck.
And with no further comment, I'll take a motion to adjourn, Ms. Banco.
Madam President, I move this August body adjourn.
Can I have a second? Thank you, Mr. Livestraw. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. We're adjourned.